Guys, my name is Kitty Gamer, and today we're going to be doing a brief explanation of the Call of Duty Zombies experience from 2008 to present day with the map Gorod Krovi. So, first you start off with the bonus map, Knock, Dirt, Toten, Knock, that freaking first map. That one. And we see 4 unknown characters are trapped inside of a bunker, and they have to basically survive. Then we go to Verrucht, where there's 4 unknown characters, and they are under the command of a soldier named Tank Dempsey. And they basically have to find... What do they have to find? A spy that is spying on Group 935, which we'll be talking more in another Black Ops Zombies explanation video. So then we move on to Shi No Numa, where we meet our 4 characters that we know today. Nikolai, Takeo, Tank, and Richtofen. So here we have the Wunderwaffe and Hellhounds are introduced, and there's basically like a huge rock. I'm not sure what it does. Probably be explaining it in another video, because I have no idea what it is. But, so there's that rock that we will be explaining in another video. Then we basically go on to Der Riese. Der Riese is a map where we find out that Richtofen and Dr. Maxis have been working on teleportation, and they basically have been trying to make an undead army. So our crew uses the First of all, Dr. Richtofen teleports Dr. Maxis and Samantha into... He just teleports them, and we have no idea where they are at this point. And then we use the Wunderwaffe to teleport, and we find ourselves in Kino der Toten. Kino der Toten is basically a cool map that they just probably added in, because there's some storyline, but I'm not sure that there was even an Easter egg. 5, we basically see that JFK and Castro basically experienced like zombie apocalypse inside of the Pentagon. Then we have Dead Ops Arcade, which is just like a little thing that Treyarch wanted to add on. Then we have Ascension, where Dr. Gersh, and Dr. Gersh is actually the White Blob. So Dr. Gersh and this other scientist are working on something. Not sure what it is, probably be explaining it in another video, but like I said, it's a brief. Then we go on to Shangri-La with a brief stop at Call of the Dead, where we noticed that a crew basically is doomed while they're trying to make like a movie. And in this map, Richtofen gains the possession of an artifact called the Golden Rod. Then we go on to Shangri-La, where we meet 2 explorers. I think their names are like Brock and something else. I will put them in the title. I will put them in the description. So basically, we are trying to find them in the tunnels because they were trying to be doomed to their death. Then we go to the moon. The map, the moon, where we find out that Samantha was actually in something called the MPD on the moon. It's basically like a pyramid. So from this, we can tell that from the teleporter in Der Riese, she was on the moon the whole entire time, and she has been trying to kill the crew. And in that, missiles go towards the Earth, and the Earth is blown up. Black Ops 2. Zombies. We know that there are survivors now on Earth still. And in the map Nuketown, we know that a guy named Merle, something like that. Merle is trapped in like the Fallout. Well, he's not trapped, but he's in the Fallout shelter in Nuketown, and then he meets 4 characters: Russman, the girl, and then the other boy who Transit. He's like the one that hears either Richtofen or Dr. Maxis, that guy, and they meet up, and then we make our way to Die Rise, whatever that map is. And basically, that map was amazing. I love that map. Okay, and then we make our way to Mob of the Dead, where we see 4 characters, Sal, Finn, Billy, and Weasel, are trapped in a continuous loop, like just trapped. And we see this because we always go into purgatory mode in that map. Then we make our way over to Buried. Buried was a really easy, fun map that Trey put in, and I'm not sure what the Easter egg was in the map. Then we make our way over to Origins. Origins was the one that like kicked off the Black Ops 3 Zombie storyline. So Origins, we basically find out that there are 2.0 versions of our characters, and they meet up and they place in France, and they have the Origins robots. This is when the Panzer was introduced, and at the end of the Easter egg, we see a new Samantha, a new Edward, and a new Dr. Robinson that we have not seen before in the zombie storyline yet. Then we make our way over to the Giant, where Richtofen has been looking for the summoning key for 2 years. Then he finds the summoning key in Morgue City, where we have the first map, Shadows of Evil. At the end of the Easter egg, basically Richtofen comes in from the rift. He takes the summoning key from the Keeper. He basically says like something like, "I need this for you'll see why," or something like that. And then we make our way over to Der Eisendrache, where basically Tank Dempsey is being taken to the moon in a medieval castle that was like really awesome. And at the end of the Easter egg, first we gotta go to the Giant. And basically in the intro cutscene, we see Richtofen kill his 1.0 character, and then he collects his soul with the summoning key. Then we go over to Der Eisendrache, where we basically are trying to get Tank Dempsey, and at the end we get Tank Dempsey. Tank Dempsey 2.0 kills Tank Dempsey 1.0, we get his soul. Zetsubo no Shima, basically we do the same thing to Takia 1.0. And then Garad Krovi. This map was a little bit different because like Nikolai didn't really understand what was going on. And then at that point I almost thought that like Nikolai died because like he shot him in the chest, and then like all of a sudden just Nikolai just yells and shoots him. So then we collected Nikolai's soul, and then at the end of this Easter egg, like Richtofen was like, "Maxis, all the souls have been collected, and we will see you soon." And now we're on to DLC 4, the conclusion. So basically, that was it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and see you all later.